So here we are in Ableton Live, and we will try to make some dub techno chords. I haven't really done any preparations for this tutorial. I'm just gonna try and do what I always do when I make music. So we're here in the arrangement view because I find it more comfortable to work with. And so yeah, to make a dub techno chord, we of course need a MIDI track. So here it is, and I'm going to use the operator synth to make a sound for our chords. So I'm gonna insert a MIDI clip right here, and I'm gonna loop it, these two bars, so we can hear the stuff we're making over and over again when we play it. And let's pick some notes for our chord. Now, all right, let's try this. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we have a chord. Now that's really not the sound that we want for our chords, so I'm going to change the waveform to saw. That's the most that's the waveform that I am using for my chords most of the times, but of course you can use any kind of waveforms. Just be creative, experiment and see what kind of sounds you can come up with. Okay, let's continue working on our sound. Now this is just one chord, quite a boring pattern, so I'm going to make something more interesting a little bit. Now this doesn't really sound like dub techno so far at all, so I don't really like that the sound stops at the end of the note just immediately, so I'm gonna play around with the volume envelope. This is much better, and the most important thing for your dub techno chord is of course the filter. And so I'm going to reduce the frequency of the filter all the way down and increase the envelope amount on the filter. Let's give it some release time. Now, of course, this is much better, but I feel like maybe it would sound better if it was a whole octave lower. Let's see how it sounds a whole octave lower. Yeah, this is much better. A heavier sound. Now this already sounds almost like dub techno chords, but the pattern of these chords is very static and boring. So to give it some more dynamics, some more life to this pattern, I will use an auto filter effect on our operator synth. So this time I don't want any phase, so I just reduce that, and I'm going to use this mode for our auto filter, and here I'm trying to pick which frequencies I want to work with, and So I think it should be somewhere around here, like a little bit of middle frequencies and a little bit of high frequencies. Let's see, what do we have here? Of course I forgot the LFO mount. Just play around with these parameters until you find the sound you like. And of course this is almost nothing if we don't use some effects, so let's try some reverb. And of course, when we're talking about dub techno, we can hardly imagine it without the delay. So I'm going to use ping pong delay because it just gives you some more stereo action for your music. This sounds pretty cool already. Let's play around with right now our delay is synced to the rhythm of 120 BPM. So let's see if we can do something interesting without this synchronization. Actually, I think the unsynced delay is even more interesting because, again, it makes it sound less static. So you can play around with all these parameters until you find the most satisfying sound. And that's it. Quite simple and quite great results. And I hope you will find this tutorial interesting and useful, and you will adapt some of these techniques to your own music. So good luck making your own stuff.